Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. This line from The Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, which tells the tale of a sailor's hardship as the sole survivor of a doomed voyage, refers to a time the ship was stalled on the ocean near the equator. Long days unmoving in the sun drained away life as they ran out of water, yet were surrounded by an ocean filled with it. After suffering through years of severe drought, despite 840 miles of Pacific Ocean coastline, California finally finished a desalination plant in 2015, paving the way for more. Because, despite the detractors, it's the most sustainable source of drinking water. One detractor, apparently blissfully ignorant of the millennia-long history of regular droughts on the West Coast, made the brilliant observation that it's not a good idea, because by the time you finish it, the drought is over. 6 years later, it isn't. Yesterday, we introduced Elijah, whose first recorded prophecy was a long drought in Israel as punishment for their sin under Ahab, 1 Kings 17, verse 1. But as in all droughts, the effects were felt by everyone, even the prophet himself. At first, he camped by a stream in the wilderness and was supplied food by God until the creek ran dry, 1 Kings 17, verses 2 through 7. Then God sent him to the widow of Zarephath, who herself was at the edge of death, and miraculously preserved Elijah along with the widow and her son, 1 Kings 17, verses 8 through 24. Finally, when the famine was so severe that Ahab was desperately searching for water sources, hoping to save some of their livestock, God sent Elijah to lift the drought, to bring rain. But first he had to confront Ahab and show him that God rules in nature, 1 Kings 18, verses 1 and 2. Recently, many relearned how little control we have over nature. The storms that swept through the Midwest skipped across the landscape, randomly hitting homes and businesses, taking some lives and leaving others with nothing but emotional scars. We couldn't stop it or direct it. We could only hide in closets, bathrooms, and basements while it passed over. Yes, God gives us tools to use for survival during such storms, but in the end, we must remember one important thing. We don't rule. God does. I pray we don't forget it anytime soon. Thank you for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.